Whoa, whoa. Hold on a second. I forgot to do something. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. There we go. It's time to vlog hardcore. What is up, everybody out there in YouTube land? All you haunters, children of all ages. It's Johnny Hardcore. You know what I was wondering and thinking? Why do I always say it's Johnny Hardcore? I don't know. I just say it for fun. But anyway, look at my glasses. You notice there's like a crack on the top? My freaking glasses broke, man. I gotta wait for Spirit Halloween opening another cool pair of cool glasses. All right, anyway, gonna do a little something today because I'm in the area again. Gonna do a storage haunt vlog or a Halloween haunt vlog or a storage Halloween haunt vlog. Just gonna open this door again. Something that is not gonna be happening much longer because this place right here, they jack up the prices. Like since we started this, not even a year ago, it was like a $79 intro rate, right? Whatever it's called. It went up to like 100, like I don't know what it went up every month, but it went up every month. And now, not even a year later, barely a year, from $79 a month, $250 or $60 a month. That's it. No mas. Sorry. No more storage. And we got our lock open. We got our cool little pumpkin charm right here. We got a special little arrow from Papo, and a key. I mean, a lock. So let's open up this door. So we get stuck up there. Oh yeah, see, I gotta watch my little guy. Come on. Can't leave it up there. No, put it on the handle. All right, so just gonna share a couple of things with you as I say hello and good morning to all of our friends. Costco Automated Alien, Spirit Halloween Cindy Scarecrow, Grim, Harvester of Souls, Poor George, Upside Down Max Straw, Night Stalker, Inferno Pumpkin Skeleton. Who's that down there? Who's the other big guy? Is that the werewolf? The Immortal Werewolf. Crouchy box, even though we do have Crouchy in another box. That Crouchy box, I think, came from Tim from Twisted Trails. Good morning, Emmeline. Good morning, Dr. Ayum. Good morning to Chucky's from Home Depot. What was that guy? Experimental 6 or 9 or something like that. Experimental Eddie. And the vast others of Halloween animatronics. Who's this over here? Blackheart or something? Anyway, so let's get into a few things, okay? First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that subscribed to our channel. Jonathan put this out there when he did one of his first videos all by himself not too long ago. He said that our goal for Halloween is to have over 20,000 subscribers. Honestly, the way this goes, I think we're going to get more than that. And we really haven't been posting the way we want to post just because, you know, it's not really Halloween time and, you know, we're not really doing much with the haunt yet. So it's like posting is not silly, but it's just like, you know, real life is here and you know, we do love Halloween and we're definitely real haunters. And as you can see, you know, we're all in on this one. You know, this is a 10 by 15 or a 12 by 15 storage unit. And it is balls to the walls and floor to the chicken wire ceilings, right? So we are all in. But train of thought here. Let's stick to the train of thought. So little by little, we're gonna, you know, get more into it, and you know, obviously, as soon as we start setting up, which I mean, might happen sooner than later. I don't know. We already have Young He up. Ready. I didn't take the pumpkins down from our Haunted Hill Harvester pumpkin patch off the fence. I just didn't get to it, and I don't really see. It doesn't really matter to me. Doesn't bother me. I did want to set up a couple of the archways like the Twisted Souls archways, because we did acquire actually another one. That's another one I forgot to tell you about. We did grab another Twisted Souls archway, which I think was one of the coolest ones made so far because it's LED inside and it just looks so awesome at nighttime. And when Jonathan decided to extend our haunt and make the haunt bigger inside our property, we made a haunted what was it called, the enchanted forest area, where the werewolves are, all the fogging creatures are, like demonic gatekeeper, levitating reaper. I forget who else we put in there, but it's just a cool area, very cool idea, and it takes you into our property a little bit more and gives you like almost like a choice. Like you can go this way, or you can go that way, or you can go this way. So that's a cool thing. So I think, last year, we weren't really like not prepared, but we succumbed our last year's animatronics count. We were barely hitting 200. I think we maybe hit 200 last year before Halloween, and then after Halloween, we did our shopping spree at Spirit Halloween sales. Anything we can grab from Home Depot and Lowe's. So we're over 200 animatronics, and setting up 200 animatronics really basically with myself and Jonathan. And in the past, Jonathan has said that he just wants to set them, he likes setting them up. But when you had 10, 20, 50, going on, however many we had, it wasn't as overwhelming as it is now. And it's just too much for him to do alone. And I guess, once, you get to a certain point, it doesn't become fun anymore, it becomes work. So I don't want that to ever happen to him, and, to Tabby as well, and to Jax, because Jax is getting older and he's going to start building as well. And Tabby does build. Tabby, definitely the Princess of Monster Core. She has her favorite animatronics, so she's the one who will build those. Like Wacky Mole, Nozzles. I believe Henry Hustle's hers too. Yes, it is. Yes, he is. And then Harriet Hustle, right? That's her name, Harriet Hustle. That we got acquired from the Megalo Decorators. So just saying, like, trying to prepare for this year's haunt, because last year it really, we were definitely on schedule. We started early. I think we started putting out the big boys, all the 12-footers and 15-footers like these right here, right? And the reason why the 12-footers went up first is because they can go against the house and they don't really need to be reinforced after they're up, because or bagged when it rains. And also when we put them up, they're always strapped to the property, strapped to the house or to the garage or to the fence line in the back where the Haunted Hill Harvest, the fence line is. So we're going to see what we start doing, and I don't want to like bomb our house yet with anything, but like I said, we do have Young He up. I actually still left up the skull archway in front of the house. You can see what it looks like again. I actually do have a cool tripod too. I'm going to start using that follows you when you walk, and it has nice lights and stuff like that. You can grab it from Amazon. Really cool piece of equipment that you could use when you're vlogging or when you're doing videos, instead of having to hold the camera like this or like this, right? Or the stick. You can just put it down and thing follows you. Really great invention. How many times did I say so far? So where are we at here? What are we talking about? My daughter, Tabby, right? All right, so anyway, just talking about getting our haunt organized and getting ready for this year. Right now we're like in I would say the planning stages and the talk about stages, and getting the, whatever animatronics we can acquire up to the point of when we start setting up. Now, we are, every day I look on Facebook Marketplace. I've seen a couple that would probably be cool to get. I'm trying to like not spend a lot of money, because there are animatronics coming this year that are new that we definitely want. And when it comes to that point of when everything gets released and getting animatronics, we don't really go too crazy as like we used to, because like we are bombed out, and we only have so much real estate to use, so much property to set these things up on. If you bomb your area with animatronics, it's like it's like a mess almost. You know, it's like too much, and plus power, and plus, you know, it takes away from another animatronic. You know, the sounds of the animatronics, you really can't have them all blasted. You definitely can't have them blasted. You know, you have them on to a certain level and stuff like that. So, you know, we're gonna like be, I guess, a little bit more, what's the right word, particular with our animatronics setting up. I mean, there are areas that we definitely could get more, like the circus, the carnival of souls, whatever you want to call this thing. There's definitely other clowns out there that I would love to get. I gotta see, you know, what's coming soon. We already have Neon Nightmare, so that's added to our area. That's added to the circus area. Trying to think what other animatronics we would definitely like to get. The Xenomorph, that is 100% get for us, but not. I don't think it's going to happen until after Halloween, unless we get it for super sale or maybe during the season and it goes on display. The display goes on sale, something like that. So we're going to get it, but the price is just a little too high. And, you know, spending that much money on one animatronic is, you know, for us, it's just a little too much. You know, so we like to have variety, not just like, you know, one or two, you know. So that's just the way we do things. And then there's other gets that we want, you know, that John wants, that Tabby wants, that Jax wants, that I'm sure every single one of you want. Five Nights at Freddy Fazbear. That, you know, if this guy really comes out, we are 100% getting that guy. The second we see him in any Spirit Halloween store, he's a get, 100% get. And I'm sure that I'll probably have to pick it up for Tim from Twisted Trails because he doesn't get to go out to the stores like I do. So I usually grab a couple animatronics for him when he, you know, whatever he needs, and you know, do it like that. So also for us, Deadwood Blood Pennywise is another one that we want to get, and that's also for Andre, because Andre is like, you know, she's into it and she likes it and she likes going to the stores and stuff like that. That's Vanessa's daughter, but she's not into it the way, you know, we're into it. She's not into it, especially Jonathan's into it. She doesn't really build them yet, but, you know, she's shy and she's still, you know, finding her stuff and stuff like that. But she's a part of it all, and she dresses up. You know, she comes with us to the stores. She comes with us to flagships. She loves to go on road trips and stuff like that. So Blood Pennywise is going to be the animatronic. Hold on a second. That's somebody coming. Got some neighbors. I just walked in the door. You know, let me take a swig of my coffee. All right, where was I? Train of thought. Lost my train of thought. Maybe like this again. So anyway, that is my my plan for the next couple months. Right now we're in May, you know, and all of us, you know, all the kids out there are you know, and parents too, are grinding it out to get to the summer, you know. We want all you kids out there to finish strong, to do what you got to do in school. You really only have like 20 days left of school, you know, if you count it out. And the whole month of May is really what matters now as far as going to school. Maybe the first week in June is when it counts. And after that, it's going to be over, man. Jonathan's graduating in junior high school. He's going to high school next year. He's going to be a freshman in high school. So, you know, this is a big year for us. You know, he's doing good. He's doing good to a point. You know, I know he gets bored. I know a lot of you kids get bored in school, and, you know, having media and everything is really fast. So school gets boring at times, you know, and teachers need to really, you know, step up their games and like make it more fun, and, you know, don't make it just work. It has to be fun too, you know. It's kids. Kids need to be, you know, they need to be focused. They need to be, you know, occupied. Even our channel, even on Monster Car, you know, we gotta make it a little more fun. Can't just be like, yeah, you know, what's going on there. You know, it's gotta be fun, right? So anyway, kids out there, finish strong, okay? I'm talking to my own kids too. Tabby, finish strong. Let's go, okay? We want to have the best summer ever. We want every day in the summer to be ours, okay? All you kids out there that are struggling right now, that don't want to wake up and go to school on time and all that crap, get it over with, man. I can't even tell you what time I woke up these last 3 days. Like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm a morning guy. I'm a night guy. I've been nights for a decade. I'm waking up 5 o'clock in the morning because I got to take care of what I take care of. Do what you got to do, all right? So we can enjoy the summer, so that when we get to flagship, you guys can go to flagship, you know what I'm saying? Get to flagship, be a part of this happening, you know? Be a part of something that you're going to see so many YouTubers, you know, so many of our haunters out there, like GM Haunts, Nate, that guy Nate Jr., right? That other guy Nate, I mean. I'm pretty sure his dad's going to go, Nate. I'm sure Brick Thunder will be there, Ryan's, any of the big haunters out there, they're going to be there, man, you know? Get there. Be a part of that thing. We're going to be there too. Who else would be there? Who else a haunted that I should mention? I don't know. Can't think of it anymore. But if I missed you, I'm sorry. But you know what I'm talking about. Psychedelic Circus of Savannah. Spook 365 will be there. You know, the Chillin' Props. I don't know if he's going to make it there. He might. We'll see if he makes it there. Seems like he can handle it, right? Anyway, so not really sure what else to talk about right now. I mean, I could talk about a million things, but I'm sure, like, you know, you're getting a little bit bored and you're like, what is he going to keep rambling on for? Because I drank coffee and I can keep talking if I drink coffee. But anyway, let me just show you again the madness of haunting. Oh, this is what I want to talk to you about. This is what I want to talk to you about. So now, like I was talking to you and saying it to you in the beginning of the video, storage. This storage place, man, jacked up the fee of this unit that does not do nothing for us anymore. Can't put nothing else in here. I am finished with it. That's all I can tell you. This is going to be the last couple of months of doing this. I have been looking on Facebook Marketplace for a huge shed, like maybe like a 10 by 20. I actually saw a really beautiful one, a perfect one, freaking perfect, 10 by 24 or 12 by 24. But it was in Jersey. It was in Jersey. It was in South Jersey, right? It would have been a mission to get this thing, right? I needed to get a shed mover, but shed movers are like I don't know, $1,000 to move the shed. So I was like, yeah, I don't know about that one. And then I'm thinking to myself, can I take it apart and just bring it back in pieces and, you know, put it together again on my property, which I can do, you know, which with the right person, you know, I have done this before. I took apart a shed. It was the shed that we have on our property now, the Shed of Doom. Took this shed apart. I think it's a 10 by 12 shed, and it's a big one too. 10 by 12 by like maybe, I don't know, 9 or 10 feet, right? Big shed. I had to take this thing apart. You know, I put it on back of my hardcore launch truck, my own truck, my Silverado, but it wasn't far. You know, it was right in the area, so I was able to stack them all in the back of my truck, right? And I had someone to help me, which was important. I needed to have one good guy. And then we took it apart, and then, you know, lifted these mothers. You know, damn, boy, it was so heavy. I remember it was so hot, and I wasn't training like I used to, like, you know, being truly hardcore like I'm supposed to be. We had to lift these things, man. It was heavy. But thank God the guy I was with, not the guy I was with, the guy I was with wasn't strong enough, but the owner of the house, my coworker and friend, we lifted the sides of the shed. They were heavy, man. They had to be, God, what, man, I can't even tell you how heavy they were. And they were awkward too. We had to like lift them, and there was like nails and stuff like that. I remember like pressing them up on top of my truck. We had to put them on top, like of the sides. You know, they obviously didn't fit inside the truck. We had to put them on the sides of the truck and, like, you know, perfectly balance it and stuff like that. But long story short, I did it, and, you know, it took me a while to get this thing put together too, because it had to be put together. I needed someone to do with. The guy that I actually took it apart with, you know, when you know, disappeared, so I couldn't use him anymore. And then I kept asking someone else to help me, and it's like I had to wait for them to help me, and they did. You know, I paid them and stuff like that. We had to put a roof on and all that stuff. But long story short, too late. I was thinking that when I do see another shed come about and it's at the right price, maybe I'll just go get it myself. You know, I'll just get like a bigger truck though. You know, rent a truck or something like that, and take the thing apart, stack it in a truck, and take it back. You know, do a little bit of work. You know, do a little bit of labor, but get a shed instead of having to, you know, blow money on this thing every month. $250, $60, $70. I don't know how much I'm paying anymore. That much money, and then if you don't have insurance, like if you don't have your own homeowner's insurance, they bang you out for like another $40. You know, insane. And yes, I understand that it might be because of the war and gas prices are up, but what do we need gas for at a storage unit? There's nothing going on here. Everybody comes here. So what are you doing to us? So anyway, that's just my thing. I'm not keeping this anymore, and I'm not gonna go get another storage unit and you know, take them all out and put them all in there. That's a lot of time, man. A lot of time and hours that I do not have to do. So my plan is, we do have a little space on our property to actually add another shed, and then I might sell the shed that we have, or I might just get another shed that's similar in size to the shed that I have, and then just put it there, and then go with that, you know, and just start getting rid of stuff. You know, there's a lot of things in that shed, and even the garage that we have, that could go. So that's happening in the next couple of I'm not going to give myself weeks. I'll say the next couple of months before it gets too crazy hot in the summer. And then the other thing that we have to do at the Casa del Monsecore is put up our garage door, because my garage door, since bought the house was annihilated. It was like there's no what you call it to it. There's no electric to it. I took another sip of my cafe, but I'm not drinking this whole thing. It's just easier for me today to carry. So what I was talking about next was the shed. I mean, I'm sorry, not the shed, the garage door, right? So this is all like, all these things I'm talking to you about, all these steps that we're doing is helping us prepare for our haunt. And it's gonna make everything much more easier, much more convenient in our house. Just, give us more organization, give us more room to mess with, make it, putting this garage door up, man, oh my God, it's like, for me, really, since I bought this house, this is going back to 2011, I wanted a garage door, and I'm like over here struggling to lift this thing up. It's heavy. It's probably a 300-pound garage door. And when it gets wet, it's even more heavy. The rails that it's on, like if you see the rails right here, like this roller door, like these things right here, and then the rails go back in a garage door, so it's all jacked up. It's like pushing something that doesn't want to get pushed. So anyway, to do this garage door is going to be for me, and it's going to be for our house, and for Jonathan, for Tabby, for Jax, for Vanessa. It should be pressing a button, goes right up, convenient and easy peasy. And that's what I'm getting at. Just trying to tie up all loose ends in the house, get everything prepared. Of course, I'm not just doing it for Halloween and haunting. I'm doing it for ourselves too. But little by little, we're trying to tackle every project that has to be taken care of and getting it done. You know what I'm saying? We were doing, how many albums is that? Like 10, 11? So a few other things that we had to do to give us a good summer, and to give us to make everything the way we want it. I did acquire a jacuzzi, a hot tub last year, whenever it was. And then, it lasted through the winter. And once everything settled down and the weather started becoming, not freezing, I filled it up. I had to check it out. I knew what was wrong with it. One of the things was wrong with it, and we changed it. Jonathan and I changed it. It was called a manifold. So, got it for free too. Like I told you, I'm very, very frugal. I'm not cheap, I'm frugal. So we fixed it, right? We fixed the leaks in this thing. And then now there's another issue. There's one issue with the heater pump, and I have to figure that out. But we did do this though. We did take care of our pool, because we have a pool, had a pool for a long time. Very blessed and thankful to getting this pool, and how to fix it. How to fix a couple of major things. Jonathan helped me do it. Change the boards in the heater. We had to change the salt generator because it's a saltwater pool. And then I had to figure something else out, and Jonathan helped me troubleshoot it, helped me figure out what the part was. It was called an anode, like a flow sensor or something like that. How to change that. I looked at it, there was like a wire that was like cracked, like Pinball Steve says, his wife, Janet, it must be a wire. There's somebody to check out too. Pinball Steve on YouTube. Yeah, right, very funny guy. So just nonstop troubleshooting stuff, nonstop. But little by little, once we figure it out, Jonathan right now is in the fish mode. He's in the singing fish mode, the Rocky the Lobsters. You know what? He's learning how to solder. We got a welder I showed you for his birthday. So we're going to be doing a lot of work in the next couple of months. Once school is over, once the grind is over, I know it's going to get very hot, but we're trying also, this is another big thing too for us. We do have another shed that we got from Costco. It's a good shed, right? It's definitely a good storage shed, but it's not big enough for a lot of things. It's holding it down right now for what we have inside. I wanted to take it back and get refunded on it, because that's what you could do at Costco for the most part. But I'm thinking to myself that that's gonna be the perfect place to set up shop, to have our tools, to have the welder kit, all stuff like that. And then that'll be our go-to place. This way we're all organized in there with tools, which is something that I just cannot wait to get organized in our house. So that is what's going on at the Path of Monsecore. This is Haunt Storage Vlog number one. All right, everybody. You will have a great day. If you lasted this long in this video, that means you're really a part of, you're really a good fan of Monsecore. I appreciate that. You don't think I talk too much. Anyone that wants to collaborate, okay? This is another thing. If you collaborate with us, you are going to get a lot of subscribers, okay? I don't know how it works, whatever it is, but when someone watches our channel and they see that we have collaborations and they see a bunch of icons and stuff like that, it has like a little thing on the side right there, right? And it has subscribe, right? So if anyone wants to subscribe, they press that button, and then any one of those collaborations that are part of our video, and the subscribe option is there for you, they're probably gonna subscribe. So if you want to collab with Monster Core, every video we do, you could collab. We're trying to collaborate with Haunted Hill Harvester, but we don't have his, I don't have his contact yet. So once I get his contact and we see each other and stuff like that, I see his parents, I'm going to offer him that because we've been supporting him since he's been supporting us. Chris from Bloody Townhouse is a collaborator that his channel's growing because of it. Holiday Central is another one that's been collaborating with us. He's getting a lot of subs. I think his name is Justin. What's up, brother? Who else collaborated? Tim from Twisted Trails is starting to collaborate with us. My Flippin' Life is someone that collabs with us. So listen, you want to collab with us, man? Just let us know in a comment, and then we just have to. I think we have to get your cell phone, or you give us your cell phone or something like that, and then you can actually text us. My cell phone number is right in the YouTube thing. So we welcome it. We're welcoming all of you to be a part of Monster Core. And we just want everybody to grow. That's all we got to say out there. The more we grow, the more you grow, the more this community grows of haunting. It's not just a Staten Island thing. It's not just a America thing. It's worldwide, man. We get comments from a guy in Australia. I forget his name. We get comments from Canadians. We also keep in touch with Awesome Alex from Canada. I forget who else is from Canada. There's another kid. Not a kid. Well, I guess he's a kid. I can't remember his name. Oh, House of Doom, right? He's from Canada. And I think there was another country that I remember seeing. Maybe the UK, maybe something like that. But, all right, that's about that. Everybody, have a great day. Look forward to the next video. And always, always, always vlog hardcore, especially when you're haunting at storage. And like I said, we're going to sing that song soon. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Hey, goodbye. No more storage. Getting a shed. Saving money. And keeping stuff on our property to save time. Later, storage.